Lagos, Sokoto to Port Harcourt, Enugu to Ilorin. All across Nigeria, we bring you news and information that will make your day. We are news. We are 24 News Radio TV. From Abuja to Lagos, Sokoto to Port Harcourt, Enugu to Ilorin. All across Nigeria, we bring you news and information that will make your day. We are news. We are 24 News Radio TV. From Abuja to Lagos, Sokoto to Port Harcourt, Enugu to Ilorin. All across Nigeria, we bring you news and information that will make your day. We are news. We are 24 News Radio TV.
A lovely evening to you. Many thanks for joining us on the News Update on 24 News Radio and Television. My name is Grace Nwafo. President Bola Tinubu has approved a one-year extension of the tenure of the Comptroller General of the Nigeria Customs Service, Adewale Adeniyi, whose tenure was initially set to expire on August 31, 2025, will now remain in office until August 2026. According to a statement signed by the President's Special Advisor on Information and Strategy, Bayo Ononuga, the extension is aimed at allowing Adeniyi to consolidate ongoing reforms and complete key initiatives of the Tinubu administration. These include the modernization of the Customs Service, implementation of the National Single Window Project, and Nigeria's obligations under the African Continental Free Trade Protocol. The Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps (NSCDC) Anambra State Command has advised residents living in flood-prone areas to relocate upland due to the looming flood predicted by the Nigeria Meteorological Agency and the Nigeria Hydrological Services Agency. The Commandant, Marco Olatunde, gave the advice while assessing the preparedness of the command's disaster management unit as precautionary measures to avert flood disasters. Olatunde said the command, as a proactive measure towards mitigating against flooding associated with the rainy season, has embarked on public awareness advocacy visits, especially in high-risk communities. He added that the move is to educate and enlighten the public on the inherent dangers of flood, stressing the need for all and sundry to adopt measures, especially relocation advisories, to avert the impending disaster. Former Senator representing Kogi West, Dino Melaye, has formally resigned from the People's Democratic Party (PDP), citing the party's inability to provide credible leadership and deliver good governance to Nigerians. In a resignation letter, Melaye announced his immediate withdrawal from all party activities. Melaye, who once served as the PDP's candidate in the 2023 Kogi State governorship election, said his decision followed deep reflection on the party's current state and trajectory. He further requested that his resignation be treated as a formal and total withdrawal from all party levels and structures. President Bola Tinubu has sworn in Uzo Kalu as a commissioner of the National Assembly Service Commission representing the Southeast Zone. Kalu took the oath of office and allegiance to the council chambers of the State House shortly before the commencement of the Federal Executive Council meeting. In his confirmation by the Senate on May 20 followed the adoption of the Establishment and Public Service Committee's report, with the upper chamber noting that an earlier petition against his nomination had been investigated and dismissed by the Ethics, Code of Conduct and Public Petitions Committee. He joins the new cohort of commissioners inaugurated at the State House for a renewable 5-year term on May 2025. The House of Representatives Committee on China-Nigeria Parliamentary Relations has launched an investigation into a viral video showing some Nigerian workers in the Central African Republic alleging abandonment and ill treatment. In the video, which surfaced last Thursday, the miners claimed they were recruited by a Chinese mining company but were later abandoned, had their passports confiscated, and were subjected to inhuman treatment. The workers appealed to Nigerians to amplify their message and draw attention to their situation. Reacting to the issue, the chairman of the committee, Jafaru Yakubu, in a statement, expressed concern over the situation. Addressing the role Abdul Rauf Ademola, the businessman accused in the video played, the committee noted that Ademola had denied all allegations of passport seizure, non-payment of wages, and abandonment. The committee urged the public not to associate Ademola's alleged actions with legitimate Chinese businesses operating in Nigeria. This is still the news update on 24 News Radio and Television. Still to come are news from the foreign scene and the world of sport. Stay with us. Glad to know that you're still there, just joining us. This is the news update on 24 News Radio and Television. Over now to the foreign scene. U.S. President Donald Trump's Middle East envoy, Steve Witkoff, has arrived in Israel to discuss ways to end the crisis in Gaza, where nearly 22 months of grinding war and dire shortages of food have drawn mounting international criticism. Gaza's Civil Defense Agency reported dozens of Palestinians killed late Wednesday when Israeli forces opened fire on a crowd attempting to block an aid convoy, the latest in a spate of near-daily incidents of desperate aid seekers being shot. The Israeli military confirmed having fired warning shots as Gazans gathered around 8 trucks, but said it had no knowledge of casualties in the incident. Jamil, who lost a relative in the shooting, told newsmen that Israeli troops had opened fire after a crowd surged towards the convoy. With indirect ceasefire and hostage release negotiations between Hamas and Israel at impasse, Witkoff will meet Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu to discuss humanitarian aid and the next step on Gaza. Reports say he may also visit a US-backed humanitarian group distributing food in Gaza. And from Australia has passed laws to slash all student loan debt by 20%, clearing a combined $10 billion of debt held by more than 3 million students. Many Australians use government loans to help pay for university courses or other tertiary study. Prime Minister Anthony Albanese pledged to cut student loan debt as a key cost of living measure in general election earlier this year. Albanese said the measures will cut $3,500 from the average student debt of $18,000. And now from the world of sport. Tottenham Hotspur has claimed a narrow 1-0 victory over rivals Arsenal in a tightly contested pre-season friendly. The decisive moment came on the stroke of half-time when Pep Marta found the net to give Spurs the lead. It proved to be the only goal of the match as both sides struggled to create clear chances in an otherwise cagey encounter. And that is a wrap on the news update on 24 News Radio and Television. Do stay tuned for more programs to be coming your way. My name is Grace Nwafo. Have a lovely evening.
From Abuja to Lagos, Sokoto to Port Harcourt, Enugu to Ilorin, all across Nigeria, we bring you news and information that will make your day. We are news. We are 24 News Radio TV. From Abuja to Lagos, Sokoto to Port Harcourt, Enugu to Ilorin, all across Nigeria.